welcome back to Truthatude. My name is Lindsey Servin. If you are a returning subscriber, much love to you. Welcome back. If you're new around here, thanks so much for checking us out. I do videos every week talking about confidence and the different issues we face as women building and maintaining our confidence. Today is part 2 of the 21 things I would tell my 21-year-old self. If you haven't checked out part 1, you definitely want to, because I share the first 10 things that I would share with my 21-year-old self if I could go back and have a conversation with her. So I'll leave the link in the description box below so that you can check out part 1 of this series. But diving right in, we are going to start off with number 11. You don't have to be famous to be a singer. Now, I love to sing, and it was my dream to be a famous singer back when I was younger, and I used to think that I was Selena, like, not Selena Gomez, okay, the real Selena. And I would dance around my room, bitty bitty bum bum, and I was Selena. Seriously, there is video footage of this archived somewhere. Thank God YouTube did not exist back then, although if it did, maybe I would be famous, just saying. But I really got discouraged when my big dream didn't blow up and happen, and I didn't win a Grammy by the time I was 18, and I kind of fell out of love with music for a little while. But I was able to rekindle it and just enjoy singing and enjoy music and rejuvenate that passion that I had for it, and just realize that I didn't have to be famous to be a singer. I am a singer because I am a singer, and I love that connection to music. And you know, for a long time it felt like a failed dream, but I realized that music is something that will always be with me. So for number 11, I would tell myself, you don't have to be famous to be a singer. Sing your little heart out, girl. Number 12, be single and go on more dates. When I was 21, I had already been in a long-term relationship for like 3 years. I was basically in a relationship for the entire time I was in college, and this person was wonderful. It was a great relationship. It wasn't perfect, but it was wonderful. It was a great experience, but I wish I would have been single during my college years so I could have the full experience and just go on more dates, meet more people, and really get a better understanding of what I wanted in a relationship early on. So I would tell myself to be single and to go on more dates. Number 13, kind of along those lines, I would say have more sex. The fun part of being in your 20s is all the amazing, no strings attached, casual sex that you can have as a lady out there being free and living your best life. Ugh, I wish I would have had way more sex in my 20s. You know, experiment, get out there, meet new people, find your flavor, you know? So I would definitely do that. Number 14, go to class and study. Now, to be fair, I had to work my way through college. I did not have any support. I was not getting financed by anybody, so I had to work 3 jobs at one point to pay my way through college and to support myself living on my own as a college student. And because I was working those 3 jobs and going to class full time and being in my sorority full time, I was worn out. And so a lot of times I would put my job first because I needed that money, and so I would skip class and my grades slipped, and I just wish that I would have put my education a little bit more ahead of my job and made the time to study and actually not ditch class, because that was just money down the drain. Number 15, kind of along those lines, I would tell myself to quit one of your jobs. Now, I had 3 jobs at one point, and I was burning at both ends of the candle, and I was exhausted. I did not get to have the free party 4 years, best time of your life college experience. I was working the majority of the time. If I wasn't working, I was studying. If I wasn't studying, I was in class or trying to sleep. Like, I really just wore myself out in my college years, and I probably could have quit one of those jobs and still been okay to make ends meet. But I was really operating from a place of scarcity and really afraid of just not having enough money to pay my bills. But I definitely wish I would have just quit one of those jobs. Number 16 would have made it possible to quit one of my jobs if I would have asked for help. So number 16, my nugget of advice to my 21-year-old self would be ask for help. I did not ask for help enough when I was in college, and I know that there were plenty of people in my life who would have found a way to help me if they could, if they knew I was struggling, but my pride was loud and proud back then, and I had to do everything on my own because I was Miss Independent. But I definitely would tell myself, if I could go back, to ask for help. Number 17 little nugget of advice that I would tell my 21-year-old self is to stand up for yourself, girl. And I know it may be hard to imagine because I am all about standing up for myself now, but back then I kind of just let things fly and roll off my shoulder. I didn't speak up for myself enough. I didn't stand up for myself often enough, and I wish I really would have. Now, I think in your 20s, it's kind of a struggle to stand up for yourself because you're still kind of figuring out who you are, what your boundaries are, and you're not always 100% clear. So to give myself a little bit of grace, I think in our 20s we are still learning to stand up for ourselves, but definitely that would be a piece of advice I would give to myself and all of my 20-somethings out there. Stand up for yourself. Number 18 piece of advice I would tell my 21-year-old self: get more sleep, girl. Now, when you're in college, it seems like impossible to get sleep, and it also doesn't seem necessary. You're basically like programmed to be a robot running on 3 hours of sleep, and I know all my college girls know what I'm talking about because we just managed to do it. It's like a superpower, but man, you pay for it when you get into your 30s, I'll tell you what. So, number 18, I would tell myself, girl, get more sleep. Number 19, have more fun. Oh man, I wish I would have went balls out in my college years like so many people did. I wish I would have went to more parties. I wish I would have maybe gotten shit-faced drunk more, you know, because I don't have a lot of those horror stories. I don't have a lot of those like, man, I can't believe I did that kind of thing. And so, not that all fun has to be getting obliterated, you know, but I wish I would have had more fun. I wish I would have said yes to more, you know, exciting invitations. I wish I would have just partied a little bit more, made more friends, had more fun instead of just work, 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 study, work, 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 study. Number 20, along those lines, say yes to opportunities. Man, because I was so busy working a lot and focusing on studying, there were a lot of opportunities that came my way that I didn't think I had time to do that really actually would have moved me further along in my career and in my goals if I would have just said yes or found a way to make them happen. And I said no to a lot of really good opportunities that, man, they would have been so beneficial. So I would say to my 21-year-old self, girl, say yes to more opportunities. Finally, number 21, the final piece de resistance, little nugget of knowledge that I would offer to my 21-year-old self is travel. Girl, travel. Get your ass out of the States. Travel. I didn't travel at all during my college years, and I could have kicked myself. One of the opportunities I did not say yes to was a study abroad opportunity because money was an issue, and if I would have asked for help, then I could have made it happen. So girls, if you're in your 20s, obviously it's COVID, so you know, restrictions, but if you're in your 20s and you get the opportunity to travel, girl, pack your shit and go. I really wish I would have done that. Now I'm trying to do as much of that as I can, so I would travel. There you have it, ladies. 21 little nuggets of advice that I would have given my 21-year-old self. If you forgot to watch part 1, go ahead and check that out. The link is in the description box. I hope you liked this video. If you have any little nuggets of advice for 21-year-olds or what you would say to your 21-year-old self, leave it in the comments section below. Let's get a dialogue going and help each other out. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, let me know. Leave me a comment. Give me a big thumbs up. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more of it, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I put out videos every week. We talk about confidence around here, how to build it, how to maintain it, and we lift each other up. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay true to the Truthatude. Ciao. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, if you want to follow me on social media, the links are below. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks again. Ciao.